Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, staring into a void of possibilities. You feel the wind on your face, the heartbeat in your chest, the unstoppable urge to leap forward. But then you realize something crucial. You've been holding yourself back. Not because the world won't support you, not because opportunities aren't there, but because the most important person in your life, you, has been neglected. You've ignored your own needs, your own dreams, your own worth. It's time to confront the harsh truth. You've been giving your energy, your time, your effort to everyone else while forgetting the one person who matters most. You owe it to yourself to stop that cycle. Stop the self-neglect. Stop the internal criticism that whispers, "You're not enough, not now, not ever." That stops today. Take a deep breath and feel it. Your potential, your ambition, your fire, burning, but constrained by self-doubt and neglect. Imagine unleashing it fully. Imagine giving yourself the care and respect that you've always reserved for others. Imagine waking up every day and treating yourself as if you were the most important mission in the universe. Because, in reality, you are. This isn't just about comfort. It's not about indulgence. It's about fueling yourself to live at full capacity, to innovate your life, to elevate your existence. Every step you take, every choice you make must start with yourself. Only then can you reach further, dream bigger, and achieve what once felt impossible. So here's the challenge for the next few minutes. Hear this as a call to action. Open your mind. Accept the truth. Commit to one radical idea: you deserve care, respect, and relentless self-investment. And it starts now. Think about it. How often do you pour your energy into others? Friends, family, colleagues, even strangers, while your own needs sit untouched, gathering dust. Every time you push yourself aside, you're quietly dimming your own light. You may not notice it at first, but the cumulative effect is real. Your creativity slows, your focus fractures, your drive weakens. The engine inside you is starved. Self-neglect is insidious. It doesn't scream, it whispers. It whispers that you must earn your worth, that caring for yourself is selfish, that your dreams can wait while others take priority. And slowly, almost imperceptibly, that whisper turns into habit. You begin to tolerate mediocrity. You accept exhaustion. You ignore the small sparks of joy and fulfillment that could be fueling your life. The truth is stark. The world will never hand you permission to care for yourself. You have to claim it. You have to decide, with clarity and boldness, that your well-being is non-negotiable. Because every innovation, every great achievement, every breakthrough in history started with someone who valued themselves enough to invest their time, energy, and focus wisely. Neglecting yourself is a slow leak in the fuel tank of your potential. It sabotages your relationships, your work, your health, and your happiness. And the harshest part, you don't need permission to stop it. You only need awareness and courage. Right now, you have a choice. You can keep running on empty, waiting for someone else to notice your exhaustion. Or you can choose to reclaim your energy, respect your limits, nurture your spirit, and start treating yourself like the most important mission of your life. This is the first step to breaking free from self-neglect and unlocking the unstoppable version of you. Let's get one thing straight. Self-care is not luxury. It's not a reward for doing enough or a guilty indulgence when everything else is done. No. Self-care is strategic power. It's the fuel that propels your mind, body, and spirit to levels you didn't think were possible. Every visionary, every leader, every innovator in history understood this, because they realized that neglecting themselves was the fastest way to stall their mission. Imagine trying to launch a rocket with a malfunctioning engine. No matter how brilliant the design, no matter how perfect the calculations, it won't reach orbit. That engine is you. If you ignore your own needs, if you fail to respect your own boundaries, your life and your potential remains grounded. The fuel of care, attention, and self-respect is what ignites your trajectory. Every morning you wake up, you make a choice. Do you drain yourself further to meet the expectations of others, or do you honor your own limits and nurture your well-being? The decision may seem small, almost trivial. Skip sleep for another hour of work. Ignore a craving for mental rest. Brush aside your emotional needs. But these small choices compound. They determine whether you will thrive or just survive. Strategic self-care is about discipline. It's about designing your life like a high-functioning system. Eating well, sleeping well, thinking clearly, reflecting deeply, and prioritizing your mental health are not optional. They are non-negotiable. They are the infrastructure that makes innovation possible. They are the launchpad for dreams, ambitions, and breakthroughs. So, ask yourself, are you running on autopilot, draining your fuel silently? Or are you ready to take control and treat yourself with the care and respect that will make your life a mission worth living? The choice is yours, and it starts here. Here's the truth most people refuse to confront. If the biggest obstacles in your life are not external, they're inside your mind. You've built invisible walls of self-doubt, fear, and outdated beliefs that quietly sabotage your own worth. You've been conditioned to believe that your needs are secondary, that your dreams are selfish, that your voice is insignificant. And the result, you settle, you compromise. You shrink your own life to fit the expectations and comfort of others. These barriers are subtle. They don't appear as giant walls or flashing red lights. They are the inner whispers that tell you, you're not enough. Someone else deserves this more. You can't take a break. There's too much to do. Every time you listen to those whispers, you reinforce the habit of self-neglect. Every time you defer your own care, you silently train yourself to believe that your existence, your needs, and your happiness are negotiable. And breaking these barriers requires radical awareness. It requires the courage to stare at your own limitations and ask, why am I living like this? Why am I denying myself the respect I demand for others? Awareness alone is not enough, though. You must act. You must speak to yourself as you would a team on a mission. You must prioritize your well-being, set boundaries, and refuse to accept less than the care and respect you deserve. This is not selfishness. This is strategic empowerment. Every great innovator, every world changer, understood that valuing yourself is the first step toward impacting the world. The stronger your foundation, the higher your trajectory. The more you honor yourself, the more unstoppable you become. Right now, ask yourself, what invisible barrier are you allowing to dictate your life? And more importantly, are you ready to dismantle it? Because everything changes when you do. Knowing you deserve care is powerful, but knowing alone changes nothing. Action is what transforms potential into reality. Treating yourself with the care and respect you deserve is not a vague concept. It's a series of deliberate, daily choices that reinforce your worth and fuel your life. Every day is a mission. Every action either empowers you or drains you. Which will you choose? Start small, but start deliberately. Respect your time. Guard it like a precious resource because it is. Stop filling your hours with endless obligations that drain you. Say no when your boundaries are threatened. Prioritize your mental space. Reflect daily. Ask yourself, did I honor myself today? Did I protect my energy? Did I feed my mind, body, and soul with respect? If the answer is no, course correct immediately. Care for your body relentlessly. Fuel it with nourishment, movement, and rest. Your body is the engine of your mission. Without it, your mind cannot function at its peak. Sleep is not negotiable. Exercise is not optional. Nutrition is not a luxury. These are the foundational acts of respect you owe yourself. Care for your mind even more fiercely. Engage with ideas that elevate you, not those that drain or distract you. Meditate, journal, think deeply. Reflect on your goals and dreams. Let your mind rest, but also challenge it to grow. Protect your emotional well-being. Surround yourself with people who inspire, challenge, and support you, not those who diminish your light. Every choice matters. Every small act of care compounds. Today, decide that you are worth this investment. You are not an afterthought. You are the most important mission in your life. The moment you treat yourself this way, everything around you shifts. You stop running on empty. You stop compromising your potential. You start creating a life that honors the brilliance you were born to unleash. Here's the hard truth. How you treat yourself sets the standard for everything else in your life. Your relationships, your career, your achievements, they all reflect the respect and care you show yourself. If you tolerate neglect within, the world will replicate it outside. But if you honor yourself, others follow your lead. Self-respect is not selfish. It's the blueprint for the life you want to create. When you prioritize yourself, something incredible happens. You stop tolerating toxic relationships. You stop chasing validation. You stop agreeing to mediocrity in your work or personal life. You start demanding excellence, not as arrogance, but as recognition of your own value. Every decision becomes intentional. Every interaction becomes aligned with your vision. You become magnetic, not because you seek attention, but because people are drawn to those who know their worth and refuse to settle. Your world begins to transform when you respect yourself. Opportunities multiply, not magically, but because you're finally acting from a position of strength. You make choices that honor your potential. You take calculated risks because you trust your judgment. You innovate and push boundaries because your foundation is solid. You're not weighed down by doubt, fear, or self-neglect. Instead, you operate with clarity, focus, and unstoppable energy. Think of it this way: self-respect is your rocket fuel. The more you nurture it, the higher your trajectory. Your relationships, your work, your influence, they are all amplified by the care you give yourself. You cannot pour from an empty vessel, and you cannot inspire others if you haven't first invested in yourself. Right now, ask yourself, are you building a life that reflects how much you value yourself, or are you settling for fragments of possibility? Because the path forward only opens for those who treat themselves as the most important mission of all. Fear and self-doubt are silent saboteurs. They lurk in your mind, whispering that you're not ready, that you're not capable, that you don't deserve the care and respect you crave. And too often, you believe them. You stop yourself before you even begin. You settle for less. You shrink your potential. But here's the truth: fear is a sign you're on the edge of growth. Self-doubt is proof that you're stepping outside the comfort zone. The very feelings that hold you back are the signals pointing you toward transformation. To overcome them, you must confront them head on. Don't ignore the fear, acknowledge it. Look at it, name it, and say, I see you, but you do not control me. Self-doubt may whisper that you're unworthy, but you are not defined by your doubts. You are defined by your actions in the face of them. Every time you take a step forward, every time you honor yourself despite fear, you weaken the hold of those inner saboteurs. Remember, the people who change the world, those who achieve the extraordinary, feel fear. If you wrestle with self-doubt, what sets them apart is they don't let it paralyze them. They treat themselves with unwavering care and respect. They invest in themselves, knowing their worth, and use that foundation as a launchpad for action. You too can do this. You can look fear in the eye and move forward anyway. You can silence the self-criticism with deliberate acts of care. You can nurture your mind, your body, your dreams, and your spirit, even when the world seems uncertain. Each courageous step you take reinforces your worth, expands your potential, and rewires your brain to expect respect and care from yourself and from others. Ask yourself, will you let fear dictate your life, or will you rise, fully aware that you are worthy of care, respect, and boundless possibility? Caring for yourself is not a one-time act, it's a lifestyle. It's in the choices you make every single day, from the moment your eyes open to the moment you close them. If you want to truly start treating yourself with the care and respect you deserve, you need a routine that reinforces it, that reminds your mind and body that you are your own priority. This isn't indulgence. It's strategic design for a life of purpose, power, and clarity. Start with the mornings. How you begin your day sets the tone for everything that follows. Wake up intentionally. Move your body. Fuel it with energy, not convenience. Feed your mind with ideas that inspire, not distractions that drain. Speak to yourself with kindness, not criticism. Every choice in the first hour compounds into momentum for the entire day. Then, structure your work and your efforts around focus, not frenzy. Respect your energy like you respect a high-performance engine. Take breaks, reflect, recharge. Protect your boundaries ruthlessly. Say no when demands infringe on your well-being. Say yes to what elevates you. Treat your time as the priceless resource it is. End your day with reflection. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Acknowledge where you honored yourself and where you didn't, and use that awareness to improve tomorrow. Gratitude for yourself is just as important as gratitude for others. Your body, your mind, your ambitions, they thrive when you treat them as sacred. A consistent routine doesn't just improve productivity, it rewires your self-respect. It trains your brain to expect care and attention, not neglect. It builds the foundation for unstoppable energy, clarity of purpose, and unshakable confidence. The question isn't whether you can do it. It's whether you will commit to making yourself the mission of your life, every single day, without compromise. Here's the reality few people understand. How you treat yourself doesn't just affect you. It affects everything around you. Your relationships, your opportunities, your work, even the way the world sees you, all reflect the respect and care you give yourself. When you honor your worth, you create a ripple effect that transforms your entire existence. People are drawn to confidence rooted in authenticity, not arrogance. When you set boundaries, pursue your goals intentionally, and nurture your mind and body, you send a clear signal to the world. You value yourself, and others should too. Opportunities that were once invisible begin to appear. Doors you thought were closed start to open. You no longer settle for fragments. You demand alignment with your vision and your potential. Self-respect amplifies your energy. It sharpens your focus. It allows you to take risks that others shy away from, because you know your foundation is solid. You are not swayed by doubt, manipulation, or distraction. You operate from clarity, power, and purpose. Every decision becomes deliberate. Every interaction becomes meaningful. Your life becomes a reflection of the care you consistently show yourself. And here's the most powerful part: the world mirrors your energy. When you invest in yourself, you inspire others to invest in themselves. You create a network of people who elevate, challenge, and support each other. The respect you cultivate internally manifests externally in relationships, opportunities, and achievements. This is not magic. It's a natural consequence of consistent self-respect. Your life's trajectory shifts. Your potential accelerates. You stop existing on autopilot and start living deliberately, powerfully, and fully. Now, the only question remains: are you ready to commit to this transformation and make yourself the mission of your life? Because when you do, everything else falls into place. Everything we've talked about comes down to one simple, undeniable truth: you are your most important mission. No one else will invest in you like you can. No one else will guard your energy, protect your boundaries, or honor your dreams with the intensity and focus that you are capable of. The care and respect you give yourself are not optional. They are essential. They are the foundation upon which your entire life is built. It's time to stop waiting. Stop doubting. Stop allowing fear, self-criticism, or the expectations of others to dictate how you live. From this moment forward, you have the power to treat yourself with unwavering care, with deliberate respect, with radical self-investment. Every choice, every action, every thought can reinforce your worth or diminish it. Choose wisely. Choose yourself. Imagine the life that awaits when you finally commit to this mission: clarity in your decisions, strength in your relationships, energy in your work, and confidence in your every step. Imagine waking up each day knowing that you are valued, capable, and unstoppable. That life is not a fantasy. It is your birthright waiting for you to claim it. So here's your challenge: begin today. Start with small, intentional acts that honor your body, your mind, and your spirit. Speak kindly to yourself. Set boundaries that protect your energy. Pursue your passions relentlessly. Treat yourself as if your life depends on it, because, in truth, it does. If the journey of self-respect and self-care is not easy, but it is transformative. And every step you take forward ignites a ripple that elevates not just you, but everyone around you. Own your worth. Respect your journey. Treat yourself the way you've always deserved, and never settle for anything less. The mission starts now.